everybody, Jason Bermas here for wearechange.org, and today's video is going to be a little bit different. Normally I go after big geopolitical issues, but after what happened to me this past weekend, I just cannot remain silent, and I'm going after a smaller issue that affects many of us. But before we get there, I do want to talk about one of our great new sponsors. It is preparewith.com, and they are providing a $99 4-week food supply for you and your family in case of an emergency. Now, we're not fear-mongering here at We Are Change and telling you it's going to be the end of the world and you need to prepare right now. But we do realize that situations such as Puerto Rico do happen, and it's always good to have a plan. So why not go to preparewith.com/we.r.change and get your supply today. So this past weekend, I was able to spend some time with my family, and my brother mentioned to me that he was trying to set up a phone for my niece. He had an unlocked iPhone, and he was currently using Page Plus, one of the subsidiaries of Tracfone. I myself use Straight Talk, one of the subsidiaries of Tracfone. And I suggested to him that we simply use his unlocked iPhone to create a new account with Total Wireless and then use his SIM card from Page Plus in another phone I had lying around that was also unlocked. My brother then contacted me the following day and decided to come over. We then got the necessary equipment and went online to do the process. As you can see, it clearly says activate, and we set it up as a new device. Even putting the location in as Johnstown, New York, looking for a 518 area code. Everything seemed to be going smoothly in the process, but as soon as we were done, something odd happened. Total Wireless had disconnected my brother's Page Plus line, which he had had for several years, and ported that number over to the Total Wireless plan. So my brother still had about half a month's worth of service left, and obviously he did not want to port his number over to this. We called the customer service. Now, I know a lot of you out there are going to say, Jason, you never call Tracfone customer service. But I had dealt with them sometimes before, and it wasn't that painful. Well, let me tell you, this one was extremely painful and, quite frankly, unbelievable. You see, the people at Total Wireless refused to even acknowledge, after being on the phone for hours, that they had ported over any number and denied that my brother had had this number for several years, saying they gave him a new number and didn't disconnect anything. They then told us, after putting us on hold, lying to us and telling us they were putting us on with a new associate, only for the same associate to come back on the phone, that we would then have to contact Page Plus. Now, keep in mind, this company is owned by the same people, Tracfone. But we followed the instructions. And after talking to Page Plus for over 35 to 45 minutes, they too said they could no longer help us because the phone had been disconnected. When we said we did not disconnect it and Total Wireless had, they said they simply couldn't do anything. I, of course, asked if there was somebody else I could contact, an email that could be reached, so that we could show the documentation that this indeed occurred. But what happened next was even more astonishing. I decided to go back to the website and simply start chatting with somebody on the helpline. Folks, it's just so unbelievable. I'm going to have to read the transcript for you so that you can get the full effect of what actually happened and how there is really no recourse and how this company can get away with basically anything. Now, Adam is my brother's name, and obviously we were doing this together and we were logged into his account. So Riza says, "Hi Adam, how may I assist you?" Okay, so a few hours ago I set up an account via your online process on an unlocked phone. I asked for a new number and gave an area code. Instead, it ported my number from Page Plus and canceled my service with them. I had planned to keep my Page Plus plan. I was setting up the iPhone as a new device for my daughter. I would like the current phone number to go back to the Page Plus account and the SIM card with the remaining service, and then set up the iPhone as a new device. Is that possible? If this phone number that you provided was a phone number from your service, then you need to contact the provider where you want to transfer this phone number, because we can't do that on our end. So even though, again, Tracfone owns both companies, they can't seem to do this. I already tried that, and they said they couldn't do it because my account had been closed. Then something completely outrageous happened. They denied that my brother had had this number for years and claimed it was a new phone number. Now, I was really trying to be nice. All I was asking for was a reimbursement on the $35 card, even though I had spent hours on the line of customer service. I wasn't asking for any type of free service or anything like that. Just the ability to not have to pay another $35+ for their mistake. So again, to be clear, you are denying that any of the above happened, because twice now I have offered to provide you with billing statements with the number associated. That would prove beyond all reason up until several hours ago I was on a Page Plus account. I just want you on the record. And then they say, sure, you can provide that. This is the second time they told me that I could provide documentation to them to show them that they had indeed ported my number over. So then I said, what email can I send this to? I don't have the specific information I asked. So how would I send the documentation and provide that to you? Unfortunately, we don't have options to receive that. So the above statements were clearly a lie. If you want, you can contact our customer service and they can provide you with information of that. And again, I'd already talked to them and they could not provide me with an email or for somebody to look at the records that indeed they had ported my number over. So I wanted to make everything extremely clear. And I ended with this. So this will be my last question. You are not acknowledging the number existed beforehand. You are claiming that it is a new number. My Page Plus service was not canceled by you, and the only way to resolve this is to call the above number. Yes or no, please. They responded with yes. Folks, this is just appalling. When I was on the customer service line, I asked if I could go talk to a representative of Walmart because Total Wireless is exclusively with Walmart. They said that that would not be possible. So what is the recourse? Carlos Slim, one of the richest billionaires in the world, owns this company. Millions upon millions of people use Tracfone on a service, and Walmart is one of the largest retailers in the world that promotes this. Yet there is absolutely no way for you to get any type of customer service. In fact, I was laughed at. So, folks, in conclusion, I just want to say this is truly the end of customer service in this country when a large corporation can cancel your phone number you've had for years, port it over, deny they did so, claim it's a new number, and give you absolutely no other recourse other than to spend more money on their mistake. In closing, I'd like to say that I'm not unreasonable, and if somebody from Tracfone, Total Wireless, or Walmart would like to contact me and resolve this issue in a civil manner, I'm more than willing to do so. But if there's also a blood-sucking lawyer out there that watched this video and was completely appalled, I'm willing to talk to them too. Folks, as always, if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification button, otherwise you're not going to be getting notifications for wearechange.org. Follow me on Twitter @JasonBermas, and most of all, be the change you want to see in the world.